So today we're going to be looking at more OP05, and this time we're jumping into blue. And this is OP04 Kaido is going to be the alt art for this special card. And this is a 10 cost 12k. And yeah, so we just spoke about the Donkey Rosinante leader in the green cards, but we'll just go over it again. It has blocker, which is very interesting. And end of your turn, if you have 6 or less cards in your hand, set this leader as active. Now, yes, you can use this to save some of your small characters, but that's not all. If your opponent wants to try to clear your board and they're not attacking your life, as some decks like Rebecca like to do, you can just block with your leader and take the hit. So it's going to be quite well. We've got a very nice alt art. Then we get Sakazuki. Personally, I hate this dude. I'm not going to be playing this deck because of how much I dislike this character, but it is probably the best deck in the OP05 meta as we know it, or at least one of the best decks. Activate main once per turn. You may trash one card from your hand, draw one card, and give up to one of your opponent's characters -1 when attacking. So it's got two very, very strong effects. You can cycle through your hand quite well, and it has access to a lot of removal, especially with black being able to minus cost and blue having a lot of removal, like 3,000 worlds. Like, you don't even need red rock anymore. But yeah, very scary deck. So we start with Isho, 6 cost 6k. On play, up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 7 or less cannot attack until the start of your next turn. That's pretty good. You get to freeze one of their characters on board, essentially. And we get ulti. We get a nice alt art of ulti. 4 cost 5k. On play, if your leader is multicolored, look at 3 cards on the top of your deck and add up to 1 card to your hand. Then place the rest of the top or bottom of the deck in any order. So it's pretty good. John Giant, 8 cost 1k. It's this very, very interesting. Oh, sorry, 10k. 8 cost 10k. Sorry, I misread that. I was like, what the hell? 1k? Yeah. So it's decent, like vanilla, right? 8 cost 10k. Just a vanilla. Big body on the board though. Stainless. Activate main. You may trash 1 card from your hand and rest this character. Place up to 1 character with the cost of 2 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck. Again, like, you're getting that blue removal is insane. Dalmatian, 4 cost 5k. On KO, draw 1 card and place 1 card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. You're getting to filter through your deck. Like, blue is just very, very strong. Basil Hawkins, 4 cost 5k blocker. And on block, draw 1 card. If you have 3 or less cards in your hand, then this character gains +1k during this battle. Bastille, Dawn ×1. When attacking, place up to 1 character with the cost of 2 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck. Removal, Hacha, 6 cost 7k. Dawn ×1 when attacking. Return up to 1 character with a cost of 3 or less to the owner's hand. Like, all these cards, like, it's quite insane how much removal they're bringing in. Hina. Let's talk about Hina. 3 cost 4k. Very beautiful artwork. On play, draw 1 card if you have 5 or less in your hand. And it's only 3 cost, and you get to draw a card. Very, very strong. Borsellino gets an altar. Very badass altar, I must say. 7 cost 8k. On play, place up to 1 character with a cost of 4 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck. This is like, it's just so strong, like so much removal. Maynard, 2 cost 2k. Blocker. You may rest this card to make it the target of an attack. It's just a blocker. Mozambia, 1 cost 2k. Your turn once per turn. When you draw a card outside of your draw phase, this character gains +2k power during this turn. Monkey D. Garp, on play, draw 2 cards and place 2 cards from your hand at the bottom of your deck in any order. So again, like, more filtering. X Drake, 5 cost 6k. It's a blocker, basically. And on play, you get to look at the top 5 cards in your deck, and you get to stack them at the top or bottom. So it's like, kind of like the 3 cost 4k Doflamingo. This one gets an alt art. X Barrels. This is the dude that had the OP no Mi. On play, you may place one of your characters other than this character at the bottom of your deck, and you get to draw 1 card. So pretty good. Hound Blaze, very strong event for blue. Up to one of your leader characters gains plus 3,000 during this turn. Then plays up to one character with the cost of 2 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck. So you get to basically get rid of a blocker, and your leader or character gains plus 3k. Very, very strong. It's a waste of human life. 8 cost event. This is Kobe. And the main is place all characters with a cost of 3 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck. Then you and your opponent trash cards from your hand until you each have 5 cards in your hand. Like, I think depending on the situation, this could be very strong. I know Whitebeard's not really in the format anymore, really, but if you use this card, they basically get rid of so much counter in their hand, and you can get rid of a lot of their blockers, so their little chopper blockers. Let us begin the world of violence. 5 cost event for Kaido. If your leader is multicolored, draw 1 card, then return up to 1 card at the cost of 5 or less to the owner's hand. And then we get the secret rare Kaido, which gets an alt art. 10 cost 12k. On play, draw 4 cards if your opponent has 3 or less life cards. Do you have any idea how powerful drawing 4 cards in this game is? Absolutely insane. Like, those 4 cards alone would be able to buy you an extra turn. Like, absolutely bonkers. Insane. But yeah, that will wrap it up for blue. And I'll see you in the next video when we talk about purple. But thanks for watching.